Okay, this is my 19th sentence. The total amount of rupees 51,83,900 is received as a project funding assistance from various government funding agencies, and so on. So this is my 19th sentence. Okay, so as we have seen our pipeline flow, first step we have seen is our sentence segmentation, and then followed by, and then next step is tokenization. So tokenizations, from the each sentence, the word will be separated by a separated. Okay, so each word will be separated. So as you can see here in tokenization, each word is separated and it is listed here. Okay. And then next thing is we are normalizing the each tokens. So either we can go for stemmer or limitizer. So difference between stemmer and limitizer is stemmer will stem prefix or suffix. So for example, if you have walking, so in this case the suffix will be removed to get the identify the root word. The limitizer it is the one which will bring the identify the root word. For example, if we do have some sentence like lovable. Okay, so unfortunately my stemmer cutted the word in that word lovable. It cutted the word lov, cutted the additional word. Okay. EABLE. If I cutted the EABLE, suppose if it is left with LOV alone, my limitizer identify the meaningful root word. The meaningful root word for LOV is going to be LOVE, love. Okay, that is the difference between limitizer and the stemmer here. So now for each word in my article, so article consists of a number of tokens from a given passage. So it will iterate over the each word and then it will do the limitation function. So in my limitation, this is my, for easy visualization, so the corresponding text and then which is its corresponding limitation word. Okay. Sometimes if the word which is with suffix or prefix is removed, if it is doesn't have any proper meaning, the lemmatization will bring out the identify the proper root word. Okay, so maximum all the words are uh, properly cutted here. So we will see few more things here. So anything we can see here. See, the events, it's cutted into the event. Plural form is converted into the singular form. Sorry. Alumni is alumnus. So likewise, it is translating few words here. So likewise, it is translating few words. Okay. So now, so after normalization, we are moving to the tagging. So part of speech tag identify each part of each word part of speech. Okay. So you can see here this comma is mentioned as function, profile, college, that is the proper noun. Proper noun and noun, SRIT, Coimbatore are a noun, and the space is also tagged with the space. And then number is assigned to the num. So you can see here D is assigned to the determinant, The recognized is considered as a verb, and disconjunctions. So each part of tag is assigned to the each word. Okay. So the thing, next thing in our pipeline is entity detection. Okay. In text processing, we are trying to identify the entities, named entities present in a given passage. Okay. So number of entities present in an article is 60. 60, and then this column is talks about the entities, and then the categories of entities, and then corresponding label number for this category. Okay, so the organization is assigned to the category number 383. So likewise, it is the number for a given categories. Okay. Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Technologies belong to the organization. And then this oneness talks about cardinal. And then the year 2002, this talks about date. India talks about geographical entity. Okay. So likewise, it is identifying named entity present in a given article. Okay. So now this display C, which is used to highlight the named entities present in a article. Okay. So totally in a count, using a counter, we can understand how many organization entities are present in Article 35. Law related 3, cardinal 11, like date 2, geographical 3, work of art 1, person 2, product 1, quantity 1. So okay. So this will give the summary. And then we will we will highlight the, so this is the highlight of named entity present in the article. Okay, this is my given passage. Next thing, we'll try to find out the relation between the between these words. Okay, so now we will make it into the chunks. We will identify the nouns, make it in the chunks, and then identify the dependency. We are going to see here is a dependency tree here. Okay, so it is difficult to show all the entire paragraph here showing the dependency. So we'll pick out the only one line, and then I will show you that. I'm picking out my 20th line. Okay, so I can show you my 20th line here. So my 20th line is this one. LTD, Salsar Electronics Coimbatore, Roots Group Coimbatore. Okay. So this is my 20th line. So each tokens are assigned to the identifying the root tree. LTTs consist of a root conjunctions. So likewise the dependent class. Okay. The first one is a chunk text, and then root of this LTD, root text, identifying the root text, and then dependent text and the head of the text. Okay. Finally, the trees look like this. This is the dependency tree here. Okay. So this noun LTD is dependent on electronics, and then the relationship is given here. And then Salsar electronics, it is the compound sentence for the electronics. And then Coimbatore is a conjunction word. This depends on electronics. And then group is also a conjunction word corresponding to the electronics. And then root is a compound word corresponding to the group. Okay. So the likewise dependence of each word is mentioned here. Now I am taking the sentence 18. Many research papers are published consistently in various referred international and national journals by our faculty. So we can see here, okay, the tree is huge here, so it is not able to visible. Okay. The part of speech tag for many is adjective, research is noun, papers are noun or auxiliary verb. Published is a verb and then consistently is a adverb. Okay, now we will, many research papers are published. So we will take the sentence. Okay, so papers, research is the compound word for the papers. Likewise, auxiliary, published is a auxiliary pass for R. Okay, and then papers, it is the noun subject pass. Okay, so likewise, dependency and the relationships can be visible here. Okay, and then how this word, each word, so to make a machine to process a given sentence, the machine can understand the numbers. So the given sentence need to be converted into the number format. Okay, so as we can see, this pipeline Encore Web SM consists of token to vector conversion pipeline is also. So here we can convert the words into the vectors. That is like numbers. Okay, so this is my vector for mango. Okay, this is for the vector, the word mango. Okay, and then I'm taking the vector for, I'm trying to extract the vector for this my sentence 8, which is the many papers are published, many research papers are published in international and national journals. In this line, I'm trying to convert these lines into the vector variables. That can be done through the shape of the vector variable is consists of 96 vectors. So my vectors for the sentence 18 is look like this. Consist of 6 columns here. Okay, this is how we are converting sentence into the some numerical expressions which will be used for further processing in a computer. I think now we have cleared about what is pipelining. Pipeline is a series of stages which is involved in processing a natural language. So now we have seen series of process like sentence segmentation and the word segmentation like the tokenization and then followed by normalization. Normalization, either we can go with the stemming or the lemmatization, and then we have done with the part of speech tagging. Then next we have identified the entities present in an article, and then we have identified the dependency in a given sentence, given words, given tokens. So that is your relationship deduction, and then finally we are trying to convert the sentence into the vectors. So these are the stages we have seen. We have seen through the pipeline mechanisms. Okay. So the references used here in this implementations and some theoretical knowledge stuffs are listed here. Spacky model documentations and some data quest examples, and then the book which is when used here is natural language processing in action, which is talking about the pipeline, how it is varying from different applications. There are so many a number of applications which is mentioned in natural language processing in action. And then next one is the handbook of computational linguistics and natural processing, so which is very good book to read about what's natural language processing and how these things are happening. Okay, so these are the few references. You can go through this so you can gain more knowledge regarding this. I hope this video will be helpful for you, and I hope you enjoyed this video really well. And stay tuned for the next videos.